Have you ever wondered if your pet is lying to you?
Why is my cat not here? And I go in and she's eating my lunch.
Or if hypnotism is real?
You will use the suggestion in order to enhance your cognitive control.
Or what's inside a black hole?
Black holes could be a consequence of the way that we understand the universe.
Well, we have answers for you in the new iHeart original podcast, Science Stuff. Join me, Jorge Cham, as we answer questions about animals, space, our brains, and our bodies. So give yourself permission to be a science geek and listen to Science Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are coming back Monday, March 17th on Fox, starring Bad Bunny,
Glorilla,
Kenny Chesney,
Money Long,
Nelly,
your host,
iHeartRadio,
LL Cool J.
Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight?
Plus iHeart Innovator Award recipient, Lady Gaga.
iHeart Icon Award recipient, Mariah Carey.
And iHeart Breakthrough Award recipient, Gracie Abrams.
Watch live on Fox, Monday, March 17th.
At 8/7 Central.
Hey, it's A. Martinez. The news can feel like a lot on any given day, but you can't just ignore las noticias when important world-changing events are happening. That is where the Up First podcast comes in. Every single morning, in under 15 minutes, we take the news and boil it down to 3 essential stories so you can keep up without feeling stressed out. Listen to Up First from NPR on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Alec Baldwin. This season on my podcast, Here's the Thing, I speak with California Governor Gavin Newsom. Is there any chance of increased tax breaks for the movie business?
We're going to double it.
You are.
I proposed that a few months ago, and that was right before the fires. What do the fires only reinforce the imperative? And also working with all our friends, you know, the who's who of Hollywood, saying it's time to double down on bringing production back to California, particularly in this time of recovery and renewal. I said to my legislative friends, I said, there's no budget. I'll veto the budget. If we don't get it done, it's going to get done.
Listen to Here's the Thing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the start of the week, and are you already over it? It's the Jubal Show. You woke up this morning to the alarm going off on your phone, and you thought, what if I just called in dead to work?
What?
Do they believe it? I mean, getting up every morning and having to sit at work and do all those work things just sounds terrible. That, my friends, is called burnout.
Ooh.
And it's a real thing. And this is America, the freest country in the entire universe, according to us.
Yeah.
And we are so free that if we don't work ourselves to the bone, we won't be able to eat or sleep.
That's true.
That's how free we are.
That's true.
Except companies expect so much out of us that the beds we do have don't seem to work. So we spend countless nights on our phones looking at TikTok for new sleep routines from influencers who also don't sleep because they're burnt out from creating content.
Yeah. What a cycle.
I'm not saying this to bum you out. I'm saying it to give you some hope this morning. It's the Jubal Show.
Okay.
Because experts have released a surefire way to deal with burnout.
Oh.
So we'll help you feel a little bit more alive today as you go to work to feel that inside.
I need it.
Next, right now. So we'll go over it to see if any of this stuff might work for you.
Okay.
What are the surefire ways to deal with burnout? I figure it's the beginning of the week. Why not go over this, right?
Yeah, good idea.
Someone who does suffer from burnout from time to time, I'm like, this sounds stressful that there's a list of things I now need to do.
I know.
Oh, wow. It feels so simple, though. Just crack a bottle of wine. Aren't you okay now?
Literally talking to somebody the other day, and I'm just like, my problem is I don't own my time enough, and I need to make lists during the day, but I don't ever make lists, and then by the time I get to thinking about it, I can't remember any of the things that I want to do. And then now here's another list. But let's go over it. These are the things that they say will help you deal with burnout. The just vibes philosophy.
Oh, what is that?
I like that.
I think this is kind of what I do. But anyway, it says completely ignore responsibilities.
Okay,
that doesn't help at all.
That makes it worse for me.
Tell yourself the universe will provide. And then
fun.
Rent will be paid when it's due.
Yeah.
Some people swear by that
works
theory.
for about 40 minutes.
Really,
it's Jubal's theory.
It really is my theory, yeah.
And it works for you, though. That's the weird part.
I
don't know how.
It doesn't work for anyone around him.
No, at all. Also, I get stressed out by that stuff, so that's probably why I'm not vibing at all.
I just trust the people out around me, and I'm like, hey, whatever, time's made up. I got my car repoed. It's fine.
I forgot.
I know. I was looking at you like, are you okay?
I'm like, yeah, I'm chilling.
And it worked itself out.
Yeah, just got to take a lift and stuff, you know?
I think that would stress me out way too much. I asked him last week, like, Jubal, how do you know, like, about, like, flights, like, where to book, like, the main one or the more expensive one? Like, what if I don't have the money later on? He goes, money will always come to you, man. You're good. This book's more expensive. You're fine.
It just shows up. Yeah, you wake up in the morning and you roll over and you're like, oh, I got my plane ticket paid for. It's on my pillow. Somebody, the tooth fairy left me money. It's crazy.
Was that the tooth fairy?
Another way that they say is a good way to get over burnout, the revenge sleep procrastination move.
Oh, I do that.
Is this what you do, Nina?
Yeah, sometimes you just got to nap and reset. I'll just go to sleep and then forget about it.
What revenge do you do?
It's
revenge against yourself.
Yeah.
It says,
oh, you want me to do that? I'm going to sleep.
stay up until 3 a.m. watching videos, convinced you deserve me time.
Yep.
And then wake up the next morning feeling 10 times worse.
I did that this weekend.
Yeah, thankfully I do it on the weekends. I don't do it on like a Tuesday.
I finished watching The Night Agent and I was like, no, I just need to finish this. I deserve it. This is my weekend.
I deserve to make myself feel like crap.
Yeah, I know. That list is long.
There's another theory that will help you get over burnout, the fake productivity fix.
Oh, what is this?
Solid one.
Open 20 tabs and then stare at them intensely and hope your boss sees your screen before you take another, quote, short, end quote, break. That, when I was working in an office, I'm not office material. At all. And I used to have an office job, and that was all I did.
Just leave your tabs open?
Leave my tabs open. I would play solitaire on the computer. And I would just leave my tabs open and like be able to flip really quick to the tabs whenever my boss would walk by.
The only thing you ever learned was a keyboard shortcut.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that was it.
When he says shirt, that says I'm not office material.
And the number one thing on the list as a way to get over burnout, they say the new identity method.
Oh, what is
Bye.
What does this mean? I don't get it.
And this is one that I've really thought about a lot.
Okay.
Like a lot. And I've been told by my therapist I shouldn't do it.
Okay.
Because we've talked about it.
That's probably good.
Simply change your name and move to a remote village.
Yeah.
And start a new life as a goat herder.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. If you'd like to not do that.
Burnout can't find you if you disappear.
I guess not. Go get the goats or the sheep and you can make blankets.
I told my therapist, I just want to meditate all day. That's all I want to do. And she's like, the only way to do that is to go to a Buddhist monastery and then just live there. Do you want to do that? And I was like, kind of.
You might like that.
I would love it.
It's another Jubal phone prank.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Hello? Hey, this is Trevor calling from Plumbing. Is this Jason?
Yeah.
Hey, Jason, so, I was just calling you with a bit of an update on the situation that's going on.
Oh, okay, is my wife should be right there if you have anything. I'm at work right now. My wife should be there.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, she left. She said she had some errands to do and, asked us if we'd be, good if she went and ran errands. So we said, yeah. And, I didn't have her number, but your number, was on the invoice. So, just calling you to kind of, update you on the situation. So.
Okay, so you guys done already?
No, we're not done so much. It's we had a little bit of an issue.
Okay, what's going on?
So I'm just gonna be honest. So me and my coworker here, we were doing the work on your plumbing, and we were walking through the house, and then I noticed what looked like the sword from the movie Braveheart. Like there was like a toy sword from the movie Braveheart in one room.
Oh no, that's not a toy sword. That's an exact replica. That's a usable sword. What happened?
So where did you get that sword? Because was it like on Amazon or?
No, not on Amazon. My wife got that for me. She tracked down the guy that actually made it for the movie. So that is that's like my.
Okay.
What happened?
Okay, so we were walking through the house and we saw that sword and I was like, oh cool, that looks like the sword from the movie Braveheart. And then my coworker Gary was like, yeah dude, it does. And so we were looking at it and then we had our pipes because we're plumbers, and then we kind of had a impromptu duel and
You hold up, you started fighting with my sword?
Yeah, just kind of a real quick duel, and you might want to ask for your money back, honestly, when it comes for that sword.
What did you do? What happened?
Well, it's not made very well because like I took one swing at him and then he blocked it with the pipe that he was holding and then it just split in half. I'm sorry. Like you
broke my sword.
Well,
that sword wasn't a toy. It's an actual sword. That sword cost my wife $12,000.
Oh, okay.
You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, so I can offer you maybe some options, like to say sorry. I have some samurai swords at my house.
No. What are you talking about? No, I don't want your swords.
They're pretty sweet.
Swords. No, they're not pretty sweet. Okay, those are swords. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your owner, whoever owns this company, to get a hold of me, because if that doesn't happen soon, you're gonna be hearing from my attorneys.
Well, I was hoping we could work it out a way where, because I can't have this happen again. So I was hoping there was a way we could work it out where you didn't talk to the owner. Like, I have 25 samurai swords and machetes.
I don't want your swords. Okay, I want my sword.
Okay. Well, that sword wasn't made very good because it broke like right away. So
That's it. I'm done. I'm calling the owner. You're fired. Hopefully, if this owner has any kind of sense, and I'm damn sure getting the money back for my sword. I don't care what I have to do, and you better hope you're not there when my wife gets back, because when she gets there and sees that you messed up the sword that she bought me, you are going to need a hospital bed.
Okay, well then at this point I'll just let you know that it's a prank phone call, and this is actually Jubal from the Jubal Show doing a phone prank on you, and your wife Tina set you up.
You have no idea how much I'm shaking right now. Oh my God.
She said that you had this really expensive sword that's a replica from the one in Braveheart, and she wanted me to break it today, so there you go.
Oh my God. She's so dead.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone pranks.
It's time for Nina's What's Trending.
So, in news that we didn't expect to see, Drake's new album is number 1.
What? Really?
And a turn of events coming after the Super Bowl and Kendrick Lamar. Drake's collaborative album with Party Next Door called Some Sexy Songs for You has debuted atop the Billboard charts.
I wonder who the sexy songs are for.
Oh, geez. Rob.
I just think it's pretty funny. Like, honestly, good for Drake.
Yeah. I mean, people are going to check on him, right? They wanted to see if it's just an album of him crying.
Right.
Which a lot of Drake albums are him crying anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, it could actually be. Also, did you see the video? So he's been staying in Australia and he's up in this penthouse and somebody had a drone that got right in.
Oh, they flew a drone in?
Yeah, they flew a drone in, and there's this video of him and he takes like a bright orange slide and chucks it at the drone. Okay. And he looks upset and he's really mad. Well, the follow-up to this video is that somebody, of course, went out there to find his slide in the water and found it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
There was one meme going around where they were claiming that the drum was playing Not Like Us as it was flying around, which is so funny. It wasn't, but it would be so cool if it
Kendrick
was.
Lamar has obviously been brushing up on his drone skills. You know it's him. He's sitting outside on the beach like, watch this.
Drake's like, I don't care, orange slide. I'm number 1 now. Sucker.
He looked this shit. He was like, I mean, I would be too, but
Imagine
it was
that if
really
a drone
funny.
just flies in your open window. Yeah,
Did he actually get it, though? He actually took it down?
No, but it flew away. Like, while it's hilarious, that is an extreme violation of privacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we were just checking in on the facts of Not Like Us. There's lots of windows in that part.
Hey, Drake, how you like my drone?
Say, Drake.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
In other news, let's go down to Florida. The Florida Man Games are back for a second year. So the Florida Man Games will be held on March 1st, and it's going to be teams that are battling for the coveted snakeskin championship belts. They're going to be competing in challenges like human beer pong, mechanical gator riding, evading arrest obstacle course.
That's funny.
And then new this year, a Florida sumo cage match, a tailgating area, a grocery aisle brawl, hurricane prep chaos. I mean, this is hilarious.
All things Florida. That's great.
Hurricane prep chaos thing might come in handy. So that one be
Right. Training for that's good.
I want to know how the human beer pong thing works.
All of that comes in handy if you're in Florida at some point.
I would really love it if they would televise this.
They really should, like the
This
Puppy
is
Bowl.
amazing.
Yeah.
They should.
You know, just pick something
I'll
that's...
definitely watch it.
This could be way bigger
than that.
It's like the X Games.
100%. So something to look forward to. But Florida, that's what's trending.
All right, yeah. To Catch a Cheater is coming up right after this. The Jubal Show. It's the Jubal Show.
Florida.
Drinking early this morning.
It's time
To catch a cheater.
only on the Jubal Show.
Ruth is on the phone today for To Catch a Cheater, and she's been with her partner, Jesse, for 10 years.
Wow. That's a long time.
A long time, but now she thinks that he might be cheating. Ruth, what's going on? Why do you think Jesse might be cheating on you?
Okay, so we're both like very busy people. We're both in like corporate jobs, and we don't really even have time to like talk about having kids because we're so busy. So we both have our own offices in the house, and Jesse's always been more busy than I am. But like lately in the last 6 months, I feel like he's either at the office or at home in his office, and he's recently like staying at the office late nights, and he's only coming home like right before we go to bed. So we haven't had sex in months. So right before I contacted you guys, I was going through our bills, and I opened his Visa bill, and that's really nothing new. He just like kind of has me deal with the finances and stuff. And I saw a few purchases of women's clothing that were sent somewhere else, not my house. And I haven't seen anything that would cost what he bought sent to my house at all. And there were also quite a few purchases of roses made. Now, Jesse hasn't bought me roses in years, mostly because we agreed we're way too busy to take care of flowers or anything, so they're kind of frivolous, but I'm really wondering who he's buying these for. And I really want to confront him about all these purchases, but I'm kind of scared about what he's going to say.
So do you have like an anniversary or something coming up that it could be like surprise?
I was wondering if you guys knew if somebody who passed because maybe they sent it to for condolences. I know, I'm sorry, but maybe.
I know, it's very odd to have like recurring purchases, I guess. So unless there's a bunch of people that are dying, I don't know.
No, I don't want that. It is absolutely odd. Are these places that you shop at?
No, like even the expensive clothing, I'm not very into like shopping for myself that much. So even if they were for me, it's that he knows that I'm not like big on clothes. And I've yet to see anything cross our mailbox that has anything to do with expensive clothing. So it's all odd.
And you haven't asked him about this at all, or have you?
I have not confronted him about it. I'm just kind of scared of what he's going to say.
Because you think he might be up to something. You don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Like, I don't want to say the word cheating, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand why you would jump to those conclusions. Now, this is just a story about something that like my uncle, when he was dating, he was in a long-term relationship, and he would buy me, his niece, nice things because he didn't have any kids, and he wouldn't tell her about it. So then she would always be like, well, wait, what did you just,
really?
He didn't feel like he needed to check in because I'm his niece, you know?
Right.
So I don't know if there's somebody in your man's life that he could be just, spoiling, that somebody that he loves that's not romantic.
I feel like we don't have any family members that like are even only children or like even for kids that we would. It's just very unlike him. Even if we did, I don't know how I would justify, like how he would justify explaining that to me.
Okay. Is there anybody that you like suspect that you can think of that it might be?
No, that's the whole thing. So we've always been busy. Like if there was ever a chance to cheat, I feel like it could have been done probably successly. None of these purchases. Yeah, because like we have our own thing. Like we're very separately busy, and this is not something I would normally even think that I would have to deal with.
Well, we'll try to figure it out for you. You already told us what grocery store he shops at, so we'll call from there and do the usual. We'll say that every single month we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department as our way of saying thank you for shopping with us, and we'll see if he sends those to you or to somebody else, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your To Catch a Cheater next.
Have you ever wondered if your pet is lying to you?
Why is my cat not here? And I go in and she's eating my lunch.
Or if hypnotism is real?
You will use the suggestion in order to enhance your cognitive control.
Or what's inside a black hole?
Black holes could be a consequence of the way that we understand the universe.
Well, we have answers for you in the new iHeart original podcast, Science Stuff. Join me, Jorge Cham, as we tackle questions you've always wanted to know the answer to about animals, space, our brains, and our bodies. Questions like, can you survive being cryogenically frozen?
This is experimental. This may never work for you.
What's a quantum computer?
It's not just a faster computer. It performs in a fundamentally different way.
And do you really have to wait 30 minutes after eating before you can go swimming?
It's not really a safety issue. It's more of a comfort issue.
We'll talk to experts, break it down, and give you easy-to-understand explanations to fascinating scientific questions. So give yourself permission to be a science geek and listen to Science Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are coming back Monday, March 17th on Fox, starring Bad Bunny,
Glorilla,
Kenny Chesney,
Money Long,
Nelly,
your host,
iHeartRadio,
LL Cool J.
Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight?
Plus iHeart Innovator Award recipient Lady Gaga.
iHeart Icon Award recipient Mariah Carey.
And iHeart Breakthrough Award recipient Gracie Abrams.
Watch live on Fox Monday, March 17th.
At 8/7 Central.
Right in the middle of To Catch a Cheater, if you're just joining us, Ruth is on the phone and she thinks that her boyfriend, was that a boyfriend at that point?
A man friend.
Yeah, you guys have been together for 10 years and Ruth thinks that he might be cheating. Before we give him a call to see if we can catch him, Ruth, why don't you catch everybody up and tell us why you think he might be cheating?
Okay, so long story short, we've been together 10 years. We both are in corporate jobs. We're both very busy. We both have separate offices, and we've always been kind of workaholics. I have opened his bills recently, which I usually do because I handle the finances, and I found some suspicious purchases for both roses and expensive clothing that were not sent to my house.
Okay.
So
we're going to call him right now and pretend to be from the grocery store where he's a rewards card member and say that he's this month's big winner of flowers delivered anywhere that he wants to anybody that he wants. And we'll see if he sends those to you or to someone else. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jordan calling from I was looking for a rewards card member named Jesse.
Yeah, that's me.
Jesse, please don't hang up. This is not a marketing call. I'm actually calling to tell you congratulations. You're this month's big winner.
Oh, okay, great. So what does that mean?
Every single month, we choose one rewards card member at random who gets free flowers delivered from our floral department as our way of saying thank you for shopping with us. It's absolutely free. It's 36 long stem red roses, a box of chocolates, and a card.
Oh, that's nice. That's awesome. Okay, so I can pick it up or what?
Well, if you know who you want to send them to right now, I can take the information in just a couple minutes over the phone.
Okay, you'll deliver it though. That sounds
yes. Mm-hmm. Delivered anywhere within the 50 United States, absolutely free.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have you send to my girl Ruth. And do you do a card too?
Yes, we can do a card. What would you like to put on the card?
Okay, so yeah, to Ruth, and have it say, I know we're too busy to take care of these, but I'm not too busy to tell you that I love you.
Okay. Are you married?
Nah, we're just, we've been together for a while.
Oh, how long?
I think the next anniversary will be 11 years.
Whoa, that's a long time. Well, then I guess I'll just let you know that this is not actually the grocery store. This is actually the Jubal Show. It's a radio show. My name's Jubal.
Hi. I'm all excited because you're not cheating, we think. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
I'm confused. Are there flowers?
No, unfortunately. We do a segment on the show called To Catch a Cheater, where if you think your significant other is cheating on you, you can see if they send flowers to you or to someone else. And your girlfriend, Ruth, is actually on the phone.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and ask the obvious. Jesse, you did buy flowers. Who are those for?
What are you talking about?
Go ahead, Ruth.
I opened your Visa bill and I was just like, I don't know, I was paying bills and I saw all these charges for roses and stuff. And I mean, I don't get any. And I saw these charges for like really expensive clothing that were not sent to our house, so I don't know where they're going, and I got nervous.
Okay. I think we can all agree that cheating implies a physical relationship of some sort. What you've discovered through my visa charges is, this is exactly the kind of thing you want to announce on the radio. I joined a campsite. We haven't been intimate together in quite some time, and so I got on the computer, and there's a website you can go to, and there are these girls who will, they'll perform various acts and deeds for
campsite. Okay.
This is more of a live type of thing with the chat room and stuff, and so I think I found a girl that I like on this campsite, and to be honest, Ruth, she kind of looks like you. With the charges for roses you saw, that's how you, quote unquote, tip these girls. And then, once you get to know them a little bit better, they share their Amazon wish lists, and you can buy them stuff off of there. And, yeah.
They like roses for tips?
It's called a rose, but at the end of the day, it's a charge to my visa, and again, I've never...
Okay. Wow.
I've never met anybody in person. This is all just computer nonsense. I'm not cheating on you.
First of all, I don't agree with that. I don't think that cheating has to be physical. And also, I'm kind of pissed that you're spending all this money on some stranger. You could be spending it on, like, us or me, or just, that's so crazy. And the fact that she looks like me is so crazy. Like, why? I'm right here. So why don't you just have sex with me for free? I don't know. Or buy me roses once in a while. I feel like it's cheating.
Ruth has a good point. Why not?
Ruth and I are both so busy. The Venn diagram of us both having a little bit of free time, it just doesn't even exist. And this is easy. I just type a website in and it pops up and it's on my schedule. And it's just, I'm not a monk. I'm not celibate. And so, instead of actually cheating or, going to Ruth and being told she's got a document to finish processing before she could deal with me, I just go type in this website and take care of business on my own. And then I get that you don't like it, but that's all it is.
I believe you in that respect. Like, I don't think you're doing anything physical or like even have like an emotional attachment to this person, but like the only way that this relationship's going to work is if we still connect on like an emotional and a physical level. I know you love me, but like if you want to be better, you need to remember that there was a time when we were having sex regularly, and I feel like the physical part of our relationship is just as important as the emotional part. And you paying attention to some woman online and buying her stuff, especially when she looks like me, is just it's like borderline cheating and kind of creepy. I don't think I could stay in this relationship if I see any charges like that again.
Why aren't you guys intimate? Is it just you're not home at the same times? I mean, you're just both tired? What is it?
We're both like extremely busy, and we work late hours. We have separate offices. We do our own thing in those offices. By the time we go to bed, I guess like we just want to like unwind and I don't know, we just watch TV and we get tired and we go to sleep. Like, it's not that I don't want to.
Well, maybe you guys should have like little nooners, kind of like quickies during the day.
Something to spice it up.
Yeah, something to spice it up.
That sounds good to me. I'm totally into that. Honestly, babe, I didn't think you were still into me like that. I kind of thought the fire had died down, and I didn't know how to make it grow again.
I'm still interested in you physically. I mean, I don't think we would have been together for this long if we were not into each other physically. And like, I know you still love me, and obviously you're looking for cam girls that look like me, so I can't be like super offended, I guess. I just look what's in front of you. I'm here and I love you and I want to have a physical relationship with you. And like, I mean, and if it gets me like roses and lingerie, I'll film some stuff for you if you want. Like, like.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet. That sounds good. I'll bring a camera home from work tonight.
The Jubal Show's To Catch a Cheater.
Got room for one more if you still want to go to Aspen.
Where did you find that?
Some kid back in town traded the van for it straight up. I can get 70 miles to the gallon on this hog.
You know, Lloyd, just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this and totally redeem yourself.
It's almost time for America's favorite trivia game, You versus Victoria. Your chance to play Victoria Ramirez in a game of trivia where the facts are as accurate as your ex's apology after he called you by the wrong name twice.
That's bold stuff.
Also, AJR tickets on the line, so call us right now if you want to play. 888-343-1061, 888-343-1061. You can also DM us at The Jubal Show or go to thejubalshow.com if you think you have what it takes to beat Victoria Ramirez in a game of trivia.
Oh, give me my trash talk song. I'm sorry. I got ready.
Okay, here you go.
Yeah. I'm ready for this one. Guys, I'm about to do y'all so dirty right now. Ow. The EPA is going to have to declare this an environmental disaster. Someone call hazmat. We got to clean up on out your scoreboard. Yeah, I like that one.
All right, call right now if you think you can beat Victoria. 888-343-1061. We'll play You versus Victoria right after this. It's The Jubal Show.
You know what's weird about your quizzes, Katie, is that all the work is right and just the answers are wrong. I know that having a boyfriend may seem like the most important thing in the world right now, but you don't have to dumb yourself down to get guys to like you.
It's time for America's favorite trivia game, You versus Victoria. Your chance to take on Victoria Ramirez in a game of trivia for AJR tickets today. And let's meet today's contestant for You versus Victoria, Claire. What's up, Claire? How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Great. Thank you for asking.
Did you hear my trash talk, Claire? It's pretty good this time.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I heard you, Victoria.
She doesn't care.
That's it. Just, yeah.
She's coming for you.
Yeah, I heard it.
Someone's going to have to call hazmat. It's not going to be on my scoreboard, okay?
All right, we're going to send Victoria out of the studio. All right, whatever.
Get out of the studio.
While Victoria's leaving, Claire, the game is played like this. You have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and Victoria has to beat you outright to win. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go, Claire. Your time starts now.
What is the name of the dog in the Peanuts comic strip?
Snoopy.
What is Chandler's last name in Friends?
Pass.
What does the E in Chuck E. Cheese stand for?
Pass.
Who directed Jurassic Park?
Pass.
What is the smallest bone in the human body?
The toe.
What video game series features characters like Master Chief and Cortana?
Avatar.
Right,
what?
Got that in. We'll bring Victoria back into the studio. And Claire, what do you do for work?
I go to school.
Oh, where?
Oh, dang it.
Middle school.
Oh,
okay.
You sound way older than middle school.
I thought I was talking to a 20-something-year-old.
Yeah, for real. Okay, you're in middle school. What grade?
I'm in 7th grade.
Oh, no wonder you were like rolling your eyes at Victoria. Like, whatever, Victoria.
You want to see trash talk? Come to the hall from my school.
Yeah. All right, Victoria's back in studio with their headphones on.
Oh.
Here we go.
It always makes it worse when you ask their age.
30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. If you don't know one, just say pass, and you have to beat Claire outright to win. And Claire, you can tell Victoria when to go.
Okay. Go.
What is the name of the dog in the Peanuts comic strip?
The what? Toto. That's Dorothy. I passed. No.
What is Chandler's last name in Friends?
Ooh. I don't know about pass.
What does the E in Chuck E. Cheese stand for?
Excitement?
Who directed Jurassic Park?
Christopher Nolan?
What is the smallest bone in the human body?
That'd be dope. Your toe.
What video game series features characters like Master Chief and Cortana?
I don't like this.
There you go, Claire. Victoria's now in tears. So let's see who won. Let's send it over to the scoreboard and see how you guys did with our scoreboard producer, Brad.
Victoria's scoreboard is a hazard at 0. And Claire got 1 correct.
Claire, congratulations. You did it.
Second grader.
Yeah, good job. You beat Victoria. You got AJR tickets.
Why couldn't you be like 30, Claire?
Thank you.
Let's get the answers now from Nina.
The name of the dog in the Peanuts comic strip is Snoopy. You guys, this one really hurt my soul. Chandler's last name in Friends is Chandler Bing. E in Chuck E. Cheese stands for entertainment.
Dang it.
The director of Jurassic Park is Steven Spielberg. The smallest bone in the human body is the stapes in the ear. And then the video game series that features characters like Master Chief and Cortana is Halo.
Okay. I'm still on stapes. I've never heard that bone in the human body, so therefore that's not my fault.
I feel like it's been a question like before, so that was like for you to remember.
Yeah, well, we all know that doesn't work.
First date follow-up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Greg is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Taylor. So in a few minutes, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Greg, how long has it been since you heard from Taylor?
It's been over a week now.
Okay. Have you been trying to get a hold of her?
Yeah, I sent her a couple text messages. I even reached out this morning, and I sent her a good morning text message with a picture of a sunrise and got nothing in return.
No, not even for a sunrise.
Oh, man.
Sure want to call this person back?
She has no heart.
I mean, I want to know what's going on, you know?
Sure. Well, tell us about the date. How did it go?
Yeah, so we went hiking, right? She picked out this really beautiful killer spot that had this really incredible view. It was really beautiful. It was a nice hike. We reached to the top, and you know, we had been talking throughout the hike, and I thought, hey, this is the perfect moment for, you know, a little romance, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, we get to the top, we're looking at this beautiful view, and I made a joke that, hey, if we fell off this mountain right now, at least we go out with a view. Which I thought was pretty funny. And she laughed, but then things got kind of quiet after that. We did kiss after that, though, when we were on top of the mountain. And so in my mind, I was like, all right, well, you know, at least it's still a win. It was a kind of a dark humor joke, but, you know, I thought, hey, it's still a win. We kissed. The thing about her is that she's got this very, like, don't mess with me vibe. You know, and I dig that. I love a strong woman. It's really great for me. Again, the hiking was awesome. But then she cracked a joke about how she doesn't kiss on first dates. And I thought she was kidding, but you know, we did kiss. She kind of laughed at my joke, and I thought, hey, we went on a really great hike. I thought it was a really good time. So like, I don't know, like she just hasn't talked to me since then. I don't know what's going on.
Well, when she got quiet after you made that joke, what do you think was going through her head?
I don't want to like make assumptions, but you know, I can assume, you know, it's a situation where it's like, hey, it's the first date. It's kind of a dark humor joke. Maybe she's not super into dark humor, or maybe she thought something differently. You know, for me, I was just like, look, this is a beautiful view. Like if we fell off right now, you know, at least we'd go out seeing a beautiful view. For me, it was just a silly, dumb, dark joke. Wasn't meant to be.
Maybe she's alone on a cliff with a guy that she first met, and he's talking about what if we. I could see how maybe that could be taken the wrong way now.
Well, I can see why she would kiss you too. Like, well, if that's gonna happen, at least let me get one more kiss before it's over.
Or if I kiss him, you won't throw me.
Yeah, like. She kissed me, so, you know, I thought, all right, it was a dark joke. She got kind of quiet, but we did kiss. So, like, in my book, that's a win.
Okay.
Win.
Girls will kiss a guy out of just pure survival.
To get it over with. Yeah.
I'm hoping it wasn't out of fear and survival. I was hoping she was, I mean, again, I thought we were digging each other. I thought it was something, I don't know. We were flirting. It was a great hike. In my mind, I thought it was something good, but she hasn't talked to me since then. And so I'm wondering, like, was my joke too far? Did she take it too seriously? Did she kiss me out of survival, as you said? I hope not, but...
Was there anything else that you can think of that would be a reason for her to ghost you, other than impending doom?
I guess, I'm thinking about it. I mean, I might have overshared a little bit too much, you know, for a first date. I talked about this meme page that I run on the internet. It's a niche page. So I sent her one after the date. And in my opinion, my humble opinion, it was one of my best. Okay. But she didn't react. She didn't say anything back. She didn't, nothing. No, not even like a like on the Apple. You know what I mean? Like how iMessage, you can like it or heart it. Didn't do any of that either.
Was it about death again?
It was just a meme about like cats.
Is that the page you run? Is it all cat memes?
No. It's a bunch of different memes and a bunch of different things. But that was just the joke that I happened to send her. Because again, we made a couple cat jokes as we were walking up. I'm a dog person personally myself, so she said that she likes dogs and she likes cats. So I figured, hey, this would be a kind of a funny meme to keep the jokes going.
All right. Well, we'll see if we can figure it out for you then. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting you and maybe get you another date if you still want one, okay?
I would love one. Thank you.
Yeah. We'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up right after this.
Have you ever wondered if your pet is lying to you?
Why is my cat not here? And I go in and she's eating my lunch.
Or if hypnotism is real?
You will use the suggestion in order to enhance your cognitive control.
Or what's inside a black hole?
Black holes could be a consequence of the way that we understand the universe.
Well, we have answers for you in the new iHeart original podcast, Science Stuff. Join me, Jorge Cham, as we tackle questions you've always wanted to know the answer to about animals, space, our brains, and our bodies. Questions like, can you survive being cryogenically frozen?
This is experimental. This may never work for you.
What's a quantum computer?
It's not just a faster computer. It performs in a fundamentally different way.
And do you really have to wait 30 minutes after eating before you can go swimming?
It's not really a safety issue. It's more of a comfort issue.
We'll talk to experts, break it down, and give you easy-to-understand explanations to fascinating scientific questions. So give yourself permission to be a science geek and listen to Science Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are coming back Monday, March 17th on Fox, starring Bad Bunny,
Glorilla,
Kenny Chesney,
Money Long,
Nelly,
your host,
iHeartRadio,
LL Cool J.
Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight?
Plus iHeart Innovator Award recipient Lady Gaga.
iHeart Icon Award recipient Mariah Carey.
And iHeart Breakthrough Award recipient Gracie Abrams.
Watch live on Fox Monday, March 17th.
At 8/7 Central.
We're in the middle of today's first date follow-up. If you're just joining us, Greg is on the phone, and Greg is getting ghosted by Taylor, so we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Greg, why don't you kind of recap your date for us before we call her?
Yeah, we went hiking last week. It was a really great time. I made a joke about if we fell to our death, at least we'd have a great view. But after that, we did. Okay. And so I thought it was really great. I sent her a meme of a cat meme after our hike. She didn't react to it. I sent her a couple more messages, including one this morning, and she still has not said anything back to me or responded or anything. She's ghosting me.
All right. Are you ready for us to call her?
I'm ready, yes.
Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Hi, may I speak to Taylor, please?
Yeah, this is Taylor.
Hey, Taylor, how are you? This is the Jubal Show. It's a radio show.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal. How are you?
I'm okay. Is this a joke? Like, why is a radio show calling me?
It's not a joke. Have you ever listened to the show before?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Have you ever heard a first date follow-up before?
Yeah.
Great.
That's
well,
what this is.
We got an email about you from somebody. First date follow-up is where if you go on a date with somebody and they ghost you, you can email us to get that person on the phone and find out why you're getting ghosted. So we got an email about you from somebody. Do you know who would email us?
Yeah, it's got to be Greg, right?
Yes, it is Greg.
You said that so confidently. Why are you ghosting Greg?
Honestly, he's a lot. Like, I'll give him this. He was funny at first, but then, I don't know, it just felt like everything turned into a meme or some joke. He doesn't really, know when to stop and turn it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's just on all the time.
Do you feel like that was nerves or that's, really who he is?
I don't know. I get the sense, to an extent, that's who he is. And so, that's why it felt like a lot. If it came off as nerves, it would be one thing, you know what I mean? But because it was just constant, and I did get the sense it was his personality, it was a lot to take in. And don't get me wrong, the hike was fun. But after the kiss, he just tried to make it this whole comedy routine. And I am truly all for humor, but it just didn't feel genuine, because it felt like he was on.
What do you mean he made it feel like a comedy routine?
Was it funny?
Yeah, aspects of it were funny. It was just kind of making cracks about everything. And there was a crack about the view that we had was absolutely stunning. And he sort of made a joke about if we fell and this was how
our lives ended, essentially, like, at least we'd have a good view for it. And that was a lot. And then it was just, there was a lot of talk about memes. Like, I can't really adequately express that.
So he likes memes a lot.
I don't think kind of felt like he was obsessing over them. And I just don't think that's like a match for me.
Like, were they memes that he created himself or like regurgitating memes that he read?
Like, I think it was him too, because he would kind of like see something on the hike and try to figure out what kind of meme it could make. Like, we'd see like this stunning tree and it would be like, oh, well, what funny joke can I make with that? And, you know, it was just, it was a lot. Instead of just kind of enjoying what was around us, it was like he was trying to figure out how he could, you know, get recognition somehow out of it.
That content creator life.
And then there was like this one point where we were trying to like take a left, but there were these two rocks that was sort of like blocking that path. And he just sort of made a joke about how like, oh, wouldn't it make just such a great meme about, you know, two rocks don't make a right, and, you know, that kind of thing.
Oh, he's really trying.
That's funny.
Yeah, and then he was just cracking up over it, and I just sort of was sitting there kind of giving pity laughs, because what else are you supposed to do?
So he really didn't talk about much. It was just like meme after meme.
Pretty much. It was a lot.
Okay, well, thank you for telling us why you're ghosting him. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Greg does too, because he's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh gosh, he is?
Yes.
Okay.
Greg?
Oh boy.
I mean, come on. The two rocks are like that is a funny joke. Like, objectively speaking, like, that is hilarious, especially since we were hiking. That's a funny joke.
Greg, it's just like, you're a stand-up comedy show that never ends, and so it gets to be a lot. Like, I don't know when you're being real or if you're just setting up for a punchline.
Okay, well, that's just me. I'm a funny guy, all right? And I thought we were having a good time, right? And also, just for the record, for everyone listening, like, my meme page is hilarious.
Like, I don't doubt that the meme page is great. But like, in real life, I don't need running commentary on everything around me 24/7. Like, I want someone I can actually connect with. And when someone's just like making commentary, it sort of feels like they're in their own world, but not really like present with me.
Oh, so you like boring dudes. You like guys that don't have time. Wow. I make a lot of jokes. People love my jokes. You just want to be with some boring guy that doesn't make comments about anything? Come on, like that. I'm hilarious. Hey, I'm Steven. I do taxes. I wear a tweed jacket when I go to work, and I don't make jokes about anything.
No, I don't like boring guys, but I also don't want someone who's cracking jokes 24/7. Like, I ideally would like a happy medium. Somewhere in between there would be great.
Half boring, half funny.
Well, I'm all funny. I don't have a boring moment. Our first date was us going hiking, okay? Like, I'm not boring, and I'm not going to sit there and just make half-attempted jokes. I'm a funny guy. I like to make jokes. I like to laugh. We get one life, and we should be laughing the entire time through it, not connecting with what? I don't even understand what like, laughing is the best way to connect with people. So I don't know what you're even... Find your accountant or your tax guy then and have them.
Well, Taylor, would you like to go on another date with Greg? We'll pay for it.
I appreciate the offer, but no, like, truly, Greg's a nice guy, but he's just not what I'm looking for.
Well, you know what? That's fine by me. After hearing why you're ghosting me, which, by the way, like, ghosting somebody and not being honest with them, that's pretty kind of messed up on your end, and I find that pretty boring myself. Like, talk to people. All right. So, yeah, that's fine that you don't want another date. I don't have time to talk about tax codes or about accounting numbers or any of that nonsense. Hey, can I do an impression real quick?
Sure, Greg.
Hey, I'm Taylor. I went on a date and I didn't laugh once. But you know what? I saved a bunch of money on my car insurance.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
It's time for Nina's What's Trending.
So you know how they say that who you choose as your partner is probably the biggest decision that you make in your life.
Oof.
Looking at Travis and Taylor, it seems like this is working out for him a little bit more than it is for her.
Well,
I saw the best meme the other day. It was 0 catches, 0 carries, and you didn't fuel the jet. And it was her like yelling at him.
Taylor Swift yelling at Travis Kelce.
It was a really funny meme. Obviously, well photoshopped.
Yeah.
Things just keep getting better for him, though, is the whole point. So Taylor, ever since the Super Bowl, lost almost 150,000 followers on Instagram.
Really?
Ever since she got booed. Meanwhile, Travis gained 12,370 new followers.
Messed up.
I mean, she's got 282 million followers, so it's probably not that big of a deal. But it is kind of weird how all of a sudden it feels like she's getting negative press. Like she never really did before.
I feel like her friendship with Blake Lively has brought out a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Maybe.
Her ex-friendship with Blake Lively, because she's distanced herself from Blake Lively now.
Yeah, but also I think that might be it, honestly, because she hasn't done anything really in the last few months. Like since the Eras tour has been over, she's been kind of quiet.
Yeah.
And she hasn't been forcing everything down people. Like it's almost like she was more popular when she was like slapping people over the head with all of her stuff. Yeah. And now it's like she's just quiet again and people remember that they didn't like her.
Well, she's probably tired.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it's a good thing.
One reason.
Yeah. No, it makes sense, but it's just weird that the moment she stops, people are like, unfollow. It's like, what, dude?
I know. It's like, what do you want?
That's an odd thing. So it might be the Blake Lively stuff.
Yeah, it reminds me of when when everything went downhill, like her Bad Reputation came out, so the Reputation album came. So, you know what we might be looking forward to? Oh, Reputation's Taylor's version might be coming soon if she needs some bad rep. Oh, I'm so excited.
I found out something interesting about the Taylor's version stuff too.
What?
And it's because of the Blake Lively thing, because people are digging up all this stuff. Right?
So what?
So she said it was Scooter Braun.
Yep.
Right, who owned the company that had the masters for her original music.
Yep.
Right.
He bought them from Big Machine.
Yeah, he bought them and then wouldn't let her use them or something like that. So she was releasing her own versions, Taylor's version, because he owned those masters.
Yeah.
Her dad owns half the company that owns the masters. And then that Scooter Braun guy bought the company to sell it.
Yep.
And the dad still owns half the masters. So she technically owns half the masters.
I don't know if she owns those masters.
Her dad does.
I don't know if that's true.
You're putting it past Taylor Swift to say, oh, woe is me. They stole my music. Let me re-release every ounce of it, you dummies.
And
spoon feed you with it.
I don't know.
She'll make money off the originals.
But sometimes those parents, though, like when the momagers and the dadagers or whatever, they get a little bit selfish with that. So that doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to have any of it.
Yeah, I know. But by the way, she made Scooter Braun out to be an evil person. And I don't know if he is or not, right?
Might be,
but the bottom line is he bought a company that happened to also have her masters to sell it off. Like, he didn't even know that was included in the package. He didn't care.
Yeah.
But what if he did know that that was part of the plan and his plan all along was to sell
She also
them?
said she wasn't able to perform them at an awards show because they wouldn't let, because the people that own the masters wouldn't let her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Her own dad owns half the masters.
Well, that...
I don't know.
Now, why isn't she talking about that then?
Yeah.
If any of it's true, why isn't she talking about that?
What if it's not true?
She blamed the Scooter Braun dude. Well, because if you own half the masters, you could be like, hey, Scooter, come here, Scoot.
Well, allegedly she did.
Hey, Scoot, I own half these masters.
Right.
We're going to let her do it.
Oh, the dad, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, he was probably trying to find a way to make more money, too. But everybody ended up dropping Scooter Braun after that, too, by the way. So that means there
because
is
he was
some
villainized.
Smoke. But there's got to be some smoke where there's fire. I'm not saying that Taylor Swift was correct 100%, but I don't think that Scooter Braun was 100% an angel.
Well, she 100% knows that her dad owns half the masters, and she didn't mention that dude. She just mentioned Scooter Braun.
Who told you that her dad owns half the masters?
Candace Owens.
Wow, Jubal!
Dude, she does research. She does crazy research.
She does do research.
Crazy research.
Jubal has been on this Candace Owens
Candace Owens is killing it when it comes to the Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds stuff. I mean, man, she went in on Taylor Swift the other day and whole lot of information.
It makes sense.
We don't have time to go over it.
Okay.
Just go listen to her podcast.
No.
Promoting Candace Owens' podcast now. But she does research, and she's not going to say it if she doesn't have like proof, because she'll get sued. She gets sued all the time.
Did she ask Taylor Swift herself?
She doesn't need to, because it's public record.
Public record, dude.
We're saying like she has
way. Taylor's fine. Travis is fine. Scooter's fine. And so's Taylor's dad. They're all rich and they're going to be fine.
Not according to Candace Owens.
Well, that's what she
Reputation TV, baby. Let's go.
Jubal's dirty little secret.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, you have a dirty little secret?
Yeah.
Sweet. What is it?
Well, I was staying in Gainesville, Florida for about 3 months. Okay. And I was dating an older lady at the time. She was about 39 years old. And and while I was over there, her niece tried to do some stuff with me, which I...
Whoa.
Yeah.
While you were with her aunt?
While I was with her aunt, yeah.
Huh.
It was kind of a sticky situation. And I was doing that for like almost all of those 3 months.
Wait, you were doing the aunt or the niece?
Her niece, the niece and the aunt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the niece knew that I was with her aunt, but the aunt didn't know anything about the other. And she still doesn't know to this day.
And you still talk to her?
I still talk to the niece.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
How did you juggle both of them, like without the aunt knowing? And why was the niece okay with you also getting with the aunt when you're also getting with her? Wait.
It's because her brother, the aunt's brother, the niece's father, was living behind them in another house, like right behind them.
Oh.
And I would stay back there under like the cover of like, I'm going to be drinking with them, a bunch of Modelo's, you know. and then at night, while I was staying over there, she would call me and she'd be like, "Hey, come on over, to the other room right across the hall."
Oh my gosh!
Funny because they had the uncle, her father had cameras all in the inside of the house because he was like a control freak.
Oh.
So I had to like dodge cameras and stuff to get to the
Dude, so you're like Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, straight slithering down the hallway.
Wow.
Well, thank you for telling us your dirty little secret.
Well, thank you for giving me your time.
Yeah, man. Have a good one. Hey, what's up? It's the Jubal Show's dirty little secret. You have one?
Yes, I've been married for 15 years, and I've been having an affair with a 23-year-old, and I'm 24 years older than him.
Whoa.
So, yeah, and it's been going on for like 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Are you tired from all of the hiding?
Not really, because he just comes over and I do what I have to do and bye-bye.
Wow.
I just handle my business and go.
Are you going to be done with him when he's 30?
Probably.
Well, thank you for telling us your dirty little secret.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
No problem.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What's your dirty little secret?
Have you ever wondered if your pet is lying to you?
Why is my cat not here? And I go in and she's eating my lunch.
Or if hypnotism is real?
You will use the suggestion in order to enhance your cognitive control.
Or what's inside a black hole?
Black holes could be a consequence of the way that we understand the universe.
Well, we have answers for you in the new iHeart original podcast, Science Stuff. Join me, Jorge Cham, as we answer questions about animals, space, our brains, and our bodies. So give yourself permission to be a science geek and listen to Science Stuff on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Our iHeartRadio Music Awards are coming back Monday, March 17th on Fox, starring Bad Bunny,
Glorilla,
Kenny Chesney,
Money Long,
Nelly,
your host,
iHeartRadio,
LL Cool J.
Are you guys ready to have some fun tonight?
Plus iHeart Innovator Award recipient, Lady Gaga.
iHeart Icon Award recipient, Mariah Carey.
And iHeart Breakthrough Award recipient, Gracie Abrams.
Watch live on Fox, Monday, March 17th.
At 8/7 Central.
Hey, it's A. Martinez. The news can feel like a lot on any given day, but you can't just ignore Las Noticias when important world-changing events are happening. That is where the Up First podcast comes in. Every single morning, in under 15 minutes, we take the news and boil it down to 3 essential stories so you can keep up without feeling stressed out. Listen Up First from NPR on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Alec Baldwin. This season on my podcast, Here's the Thing, I speak with California Governor Gavin Newsom. Is there any chance of increased tax breaks for the movie business?
We're going to double it.
You are.
I proposed that a few months ago, and that was right before the fires. What do the fires only reinforce the imperative? And also working with all our friends, you know, the who's who of Hollywood, saying it's time to double down on bringing production back to California, particularly in this time of recovery and renewal. I said to my legislative friends, I said, there's no budget. I'll veto the budget. If we don't get it done, it's going to get done.
Listen to Here's the Thing on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.